Here is my presentation on human growth hormone. As we can see, the chemical structure is C39H60N8O13 with an atomic mass of 848.9 atomic mass units. Human growth hormone is a 191 amino acid single chain polypeptide that contains 2 disulfide bonds. Its function, pretty straightforward, to spur on growth. It promotes growth around the human body, fueling organs, muscles, bones, making sure that your body can develop further into adulthood. It is produced by the pituitary gland, where it then spreads to the rest of the body. And it also, its most prominent metabolic effect is marked by an increase in lipolysis and free fatty acid levels. It is an endothermic reaction, and it is lipid soluble. So with too much growth hormone in your body, it will lead to gigantism. So growth hormone levels are stable at around 10 to 50 nanograms per milliliter, or 450 to 2,200 picomoles per liter. And that's in childhood when it has its largest effect. In adults, the numbers are going to be much smaller, and it is still needed. It can cause severe headaches, some vision issues in adults. Not as serious though. Gigantism, when it's too present in children, it will start to lead to extreme growth of the body. Some of the symptoms include being abnormally tall, as we can see here. It's going to have thickened facial features. It can interrupt the menstrual cycle in women. It can delay puberty, and it can lead to even deafness, vision issues, and severe headaches. This guy, Robert Wadlow, grew to 8'11" by 22 years old when he unfortunately passed away because his body could not keep up with his condition. Now, too little growth hormone. So being below that threshold as a child, of course, as an adult, I talked about, it can lead to some issues, but as a child, mainly it leads to those developmental issues. It leads to dwarfism, in particular pituitary dwarfism, which will cause your body not to grow and develop. Here we can see in Chandra Dangi, he was never technically diagnosed with pituitary dwarfism because he refused testing. However, it is widely believed that it was extreme pituitary dwarfism that caused this. It's actually somewhat common in the area of Nepal where he lived. And he passed away at 72 years old, so you live a lot longer with pituitary dwarfism. However, it does cause such symptoms as short neck and trunk, cleft palate, hip deformity, vision and hearing problems, a twisted foot, and severe joint pain. For diagnosis and treatment, it is diagnosed through a simple blood test. They can get your levels from there and kind of determine what we need to do. They're also going to look at your development as a child. If you're slow to develop, they will a lot of times up growth hormone a little bit. Even if the levels seem to just be on the low side of healthy, they might up it kind of depending on what a child needs. As for treatment, for high levels of growth hormone, typically you're going to have to go for a surgery. It is most commonly caused by a tumor on the pituitary gland that is causing it to continually produce growth hormone, and it has a very high success rate for removing that tumor. For low growth hormone, a lot easier. We have growth hormone injections, synthetically grown in a lab. However, it is chemically 100% accurate to natural human growth hormone, and they will rotate those injections into different sites of a child's body, and they will keep it going around these different spots up until they believe that the child's either developed and their levels have evened out, or until they are fully grown and no longer require as much growth hormone, in which they will slow down and kind of let that stable out. They also do have some supplements that will add some chemicals into your body that are going to kind of stimulate that pituitary growth. And there are my sources.